Ta-da! Racer Mate Challenge 2. An extremely rare NES game. Well, I say game, but it's actually more of a crazy system so that you can train on riding a bike. But I use the term game very, very loosely because that's pretty much not what it is. It's a racing, I don't even want to say racing, it's a bike track simulator. An unlicensed one at that. It came with several parts that I don't have with me right now. I have the game, and I have the controller port, or the controller module, or interface module that goes into the NES. And, well, look. Oh, is this multiplayer? Oh, we can spread the joy around with that one. Like I said, this comes with like 15 cables, a whole bike rack that you have to mount your bike into, a screen that mounted to the handlebars that kept track of all your stuff, and then it would actually keep track of it on screen as well. So a buddy of mine has been trying to collect this whole set, and he finally finished it. This was the last piece of the puzzle, but he told me that when he put it in, it didn't work. So let's take a look at this and see if we can get this fixed. So I know this was an unlicensed game. I mean, as you can see, the weird funkiness of it, but I believe this is even missing the chip for the lockout. So it will not work in a normal NES. It would have to be put into top loader, or you have to disable your lockout chip on your NES. Yeah, see, it says this cartridge will only function on Nintendo Entertainment System, which have been modified by Racer Mate and identified by a Racer Mate label. So they had to specially modify an NES just to get this thing to work. I mean, but look at this thing. Look at that. What is this case? What is this? Is this a handle? It's got ridges on the side. What's that, like bolts? They ran out of screws? This cartridge does contain batteries. That's interesting. They didn't usually do batteries this early on in the NES. As it also says that the Racer Mate Challenge 2 is a product of Racer Mate and is not designed, manufactured, sponsored, or endorsed by Nintendo or Tengen, the other major company that was making unlicensed games. Let's get this hooked up to an NES and we'll test and see if it's really working or not. It's not that I don't trust my friend, it's just that, you know, maybe he doesn't have a NES that has a lockout chip disabled, and it could be as simple as that. So like I said in another video, my NES is HDMI modded, and it does have the blinking light win, so I don't have to press anything down. But this doesn't even have a lockout chip and completely bypasses any of that. So let's get this in here and see if it actually works. Gray screen. That usually does mean pins, but man, we could try again. Reset, does nothing, does nothing. Pull us out of here. A couple more times. Try it again. Oh, same thing. All right, let's get this open and see what's going on. All right, so it just does look like it's just the 4 Phillips screws to get this open. Oh, this is a full case. This is a big boy. Bunch of resistor arrays, battery. Looks like we got a bodged wire, little diode up here that they had to put in after the fact. It does look a little dirty, but at first glance, I don't really see anything that could be wrong. It is interesting though that when I was reading up on about this, it said that the saves would not be lost even if the battery died, based off of how it stores it in memory. You know, you don't want to ruin those very valuable racing times. Let's just check the voltage on the battery. Set our meter to voltage DC. And 3 volts. That's still good. Over 20 years old and it's still good. How about that? So I was looking on the other side of the board and it looks like these traces are bubbling up, coatings coming off. Maybe these aren't making complete contacts. Maybe we have broken trace somewhere. I don't know. Let's get this under the microscope. Yeah, so it looks like this is all bubbling up under here. I wonder if it's not making connection. Maybe one of these has broken. Maybe one of these here as well. Yeah, it looks like we got them all over the place. What is this? This is like a double pin. Is this the one with the wire on it? Yeah, okay. Third over. Yeah, okay, that's the wire. The pins look pretty good. I think that's just, there's a little bit of gunk, but overall they look fairly good. All right, let me get the multimeter. Again, let's set my probes to continuity. It beeps. That means we're okay. It actually makes a connection. That one's fine. You're fine. So you run here, check here, see if this goes all the way through. Yep, fine there. Yep, there's good. Ah, okay, we're not good here. Is there a break somewhere here? Do I have it from here to here? Yeah, so it looks like there's a break here on this one. Probably could just get away with scraping this back and putting on some solder. Let's just hit this with some fresh solder. Gonna bridge this whole thing. Let's check it again. There we go. I kind of don't like these though. Seems like these are just going to be time bombs. I think I'm going to scrape these back and I'm going to reinforce these a little bit bigger. It's a ticking time bomb from my friend and I don't want to, there's no reason for me to not do it while I'm in here now. Scrape these back a little bit, anywhere where this stuff's bubbling up. Okay, so I've gone through all the spots that I think are bad, scraped away some of the solder mask and just added in some big things of solder to connect them in a bunch of these places. I think it's time to give it a quick test and see if that fixed our problem. So let's put this quickly back together. I'm not going to put the screws in it. Hold on to your butts. Oh, same thing. Okay, not sure what we do now, but let's take it out and look over some more stuff. So I probably should have knocked out the more simple things first. So let's just clean the pins. Use my favorite trick. It's quadruple zero steel wool. Just rip off a tiny piece. And let's soak these pins in some alcohol and scrub away. Then a quick wipe down. So we don't need to go too hard, too crazy. Those nice pretty pins. I'm not sure what this is. It won't come off really even with the steel wool. Don't know what that is. Well, let's try it again. Get it in there good. Same thing, man. Same thing. Well, so let's get this part again. So the battery was good. Pins we know are good. I mean, maybe I missed a trace on here. I'm going to check a couple more of these that I think might be the problem. If not, then I'm just going to reflow every single pin on here. I've hit up all the ones that I can. I think I got all of them. Let's give this board a nice clean. Just going to use some of these Kimtech wipes, these lint-free wipes to clean up the mess. This will help to soak up any residues off the sheet, and it won't leave any lint fibers or anything left on the board. It looks pretty good. Let's come under the microscope and tilt it up. See if we have any bridges. Maybe one there. Got a little bit of flux. Should clean this right up. It looks like it wasn't a bridge, just the solder mask was eaten away, so it went down on that line. That's fine. Hopefully that's the reason why I'm doing this, is to get these to all fix themselves. All right, everything looks okay. So let's give this a shot and see if this works. If this doesn't work, then it's going to be down to checking all these components. And I don't really want to pull out all these and test them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this works. All right, third time is lucky, right? That's what they say, apparently. Third time's, oh, this is the wrong way. Third time's lucky. I really hope this is it, because I don't really feel like testing components. Whew, hold on to your butts. Nope. Alright, well, so still a gray screen, so I guess that's on to open this up again and checking all the components one by one. This is what I did not really want to do. That was, wait a minute. Wasn't this the other way? Because when I opened it up from the back, we saw it from this way. Maybe I put it in wrong. And I probably just killed it doing that. That's great. Okay, I guess we'll try it this way. Try it the correct way. Okay. Hold on to your butts. Nope, nope, still gray screen. Hey, look at that! Yes, look at that in all its crappy glory. Racer Mate. So apparently the purple one is supposed to be you, and that's supposed to be your opponent. Keep track of, you know, your times and, you know, your averages, all the stuff I guess you would want to care about if you're doing a bike riding simulator. And then the grade up there up top is grading up here, you know, going downhill and uphill. So unfortunately, without all the other accessories, this is pretty much as far as I can take this. This adapter plugs into the front like this. And then you had the wires coming out for the other connections. So I can't use it with a normal controller, unfortunately. But apparently my friend has all that stuff, so the only things that he needed was to get this game running, and that's what I've done. So I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with it. So I'm just gonna get this back together really quick, and then I'm gonna send it back to him, and then he'll try it for 2 seconds, and then he can put it on his shelf and never touch it again.